Good morning, West Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. Hello to everybody in between and outside. It's Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter. Does that even make sense? I've been saying that for a while now, maybe like a year. And I don't even know if that makes sense to y'all or not, because like everybody in between and then everybody outside. Anyways, doesn't matter. Hi, how's everybody doing? We got a lot of people already in the chat. There was a lot of chat going on before I even jumped on today. So thank y'all for being here early and getting started and chatting with everybody already. We got lots of people in the chat. Deb, Charlotte, Flicky Chicky, Dr. Chinkins. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I always feel bad. Zaza's here, as always. Good to see you, Zaza. Catherine, Mona, Brittany, Judy, Jonathan's here. Danny, Deanna, there we go. I'll get it at one point. Sorry, everyone. And I apologize today if I'm like squinting a little bit. I have a headache and I have a light right above this teleprompter and it is very bright. It is a very bright light. So if I'm like squinting and stuff, I have a headache. I've already taken something for it, trying like over an hour ago and it's not knocking it back. So hopefully at some point, hopefully this headache will go away, but it is what it is. Let's see. Leslie says, yes, it makes sense. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad it makes sense because I was wondering, is this framed right? Yeah, okay, sorry. I feel like the camera has like shifted a little bit. I did hit the teleprompter the other day as I was working in here, so I was worried that I'm like moved my frame, but it looks like everything is in frame like it usually is, so it looks okay. Let's see. Brittany, I don't usually join, but have to watch after, but I'm on vacation. Well, Brittany, that's awesome. Where are you on vacation today? That's fun. Vacations are fun. I enjoy vacations very much. Hello from California. Good to see you. I do appreciate that. I hope you feel better. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm hoping at some point it's like right in the front of the head too. Y'all have had headaches up here before and they're just like so frustrating because they just don't want to go away. So I'm hoping at some point I may have to like, you're supposed to like rotate pain medication. So I did one earlier this morning and if it doesn't go away by the end of the live stream, I may rotate to another one. So it is what it is. So it's not so cold in LA. It is pretty chilly here. I don't have the temperature up on my screens. Oh no, I do have it. I forgot I have it up on my screen right here. It is, excuse me, it is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. I chugged a whole bunch of water to try and moisturize my voice before we got started today. So I'm like burping up all that water now. 57 degrees here in Northern Virginia. We'll keep our voices down. Thank you, Jonathan. Greatly appreciate it. I almost was like, do I need to wear sunglasses today? Brittany says, the sun is such a welcome change for snowy Alaska. Oh, very nice, Brittany. You're in Alaska right now. Oh, no, you're from Alaska. You're somewhere else. Blame the headache. Do you have a caffeinated beverage? I drank a caffeinated beverage earlier today. I had my cup of coffee earlier today, and even that didn't knock it back. So, I don't know. It's not a migraine, because I get auras when I get migraines. Like, that's my first sign. And thankfully, I've only had enough, enough migraines that I can count it on one hand. So I've not had that many migraines in my lifetime, which is great. But when they do hit, it's bad. It's really, really bad. That hangover, that migraine hangover, oh my God, it's the worst. It is terrible. If you've had migraines, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It usually takes me a couple of days to recover from a migraine. So for those of you who suffer from migraines frequently, I'm so sorry. It sucks. It sucks. Yes, caffeine can help with with headaches too. I might try a Dr. Pepper after this is all over with, but we'll see. Thank you, Katie. Katie says, love the shirt. Thank you so much. And by the way, thank you to all the channel members in the chat. If you're a channel member, throw in that Ian emoji into the chat. I appreciate you being here and supporting my channel. And also to those who are not channel members, I appreciate y'all being here and watching later and, thumbsing up and commenting and all the things you are doing are keeping me active in the algorithm and of course support me. I'm going to need that help in a couple of weeks because, as many of you know, Becca and I, and Tisha and Mary, we're all going to Disney World, and that means I'm going to miss 2 live streams. So I'm going to go ahead and gear you up and say I need your help to stay active in the algorithm. I'm going to try and make a video that becomes public while I am in Disney World, and I'm also going to try and like maybe live stream from Disney as well. It is my vacation time, and I do want to spend as much time with my friends as possible, but I may, like if we're waiting in line or something, like an hour wait or something like that, what better time to go live, right? So we'll see what happens, but I gotta stay active in the algorithm in order to keep my videos and my channel going, so greatly appreciate your help. If you could help me as we get to the first and second week into December, if you'll help me out by keeping my videos active in your algorithm, watching my videos, putting them on play while you're making dinner or something, that would help my channel out a lot. I greatly appreciate that, and yeah, thanks. Let's see. When I get a migraine, I have to go to a dark room and lay down with no noise. Kathy, I am very similar. Like, light affects me, noise affects me. I get a lot of that sinus pressure and everything. It's like, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. So glad it's not a full-blown migraine and just a headache. I just wish it would stop. Just wish it would stop. Let's see. Holly said, oh, it's seeing that I'm doing thumbs up. It sees my thumb over here and it's like, oh, thumbs up. No, not a thumbs up. Hi, Ian. Glad I got home, popped in time. Holly, I'm so glad that you are here just in time. I appreciate you. Speaking of other ways that you can support me, I have good, exciting news for us, and I do mean us because if you have been waiting for any Cutterpillar items, you might want to start making that wish list if you haven't already. I'm going to be teaming up with Cutterpillar again on December 3rd. It is a Wednesday evening, I believe, if I remember correctly. December 3rd is a Wednesday evening. So right before I go on vacation, Cutterpillar and I are going to go live. And we're going to be showing off some of the fun things that Cutterpillar has available. And last time they gave us a discount above and beyond like what their normal discount is. Remember, you can always go to my YouTube, well, down in the YouTube description, but also over on my website, I have my affiliate link and code and all the things. So if you are interested in Cutterpillar projects, we're going to be going live with them. They're going to give me a discount, I believe. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure that's what we did last time. I'll have to talk with them. I'm meeting with them on Wednesday, and we'll go over all the details and everything, but I suspect they'll give another discount. So we will check it out, and I'm going to talk to them about what products I want to feature and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, be ready for that on December 3rd, and we will have some fun talking with Cutterpillar, having a live demonstration, and doing all the things. So be ready for that. Let's see. Laura says, enjoy your vacation. I'll be happy to rewatch past live streams. I appreciate that very much. I really, really do. Going all the way for that first vlog, it would be handy to, so I really do need, this is going off on a tangent and y'all are not here for story time, but we're going to do it anyways because it's my channel. I am going to try very hard because we do have that cruise coming up next year, right? Like we have the cruise going on. I do need to get an update video. Maybe that's a video that I can release while I'm gone, is a project reveal video. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't have it put together. I just have the fabrics for it, but we could at least show you what project we're going to be doing on the cruise. So maybe that, I'm going to make a mental note of that. Maybe I should make a reveal video for the project for the cruise, and that would be a fun video for y'all to watch while I'm on vacation. But I'm going to try very hard, for those who are not able to make it onto the cruise, I'm going to try very hard to vlog style record and document that experience. I'm really bad at it because it feels weird recording yourself in public. Like it feels really weird to be walking through the airport being like, hi guys, I'm here in the airport. Like it's weird. It feels weird. I'm self-conscious of that, even though everybody around me, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They're like, okay, another influencer. Yeah, so maybe I'll try and do some sort of or I am going to try and do some sort of vlog style document everything that happens. So that way, for those who aren't able to go on the cruise with us, they're able to, you know, experience it that way and all that. So lots of B-roll, and maybe I should just like have the camera on at all times and whatnot. Anyways, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll watch some of your older videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. I keep pulling off getting a Cutterpillar mat. I will have to watch closely. Definitely. Yeah. If you've had any, like if you've been wanting anything from Cutterpillar, this would be a great time for you to jump in and take advantage of the discount that they will probably give me. And of course that does support me because I do make a small commission off of any purchases. So any purchases that you make at any time using my link or my affiliate code or all that kind of stuff, that does give me a small commission at no cost to you and help support my channel and keep me going, doing the things that I'm doing, buying 15 yards of fabric of great work, right? So anywho, here we are 15 minutes in and I'm sitting here blabbing away and y'all are like, can we get to the project already? All right, we'll get to the project. We'll get to the project. Let's see. It's only at 999 views. Am I going to be the 1,000th view on Ian's first vlog? I don't know. Maybe. I can't wait to be inside Haunted Mansion. It's gonna be. Anyways, let's see. Oh, I received my hand massager and it's wonderful. Oh, awesome, Katie. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Katie apparently took advantage of the hand massager ad that I had in my video last week. It's still available if you'd like to check that out. And I'm so glad to hear that you enjoy it, Katie. I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy mine. It feels wonderful, especially after like gaming. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. Becca and I were playing so much yesterday, we ended up getting something like 12 crowns. And in order to like add another crown to your collection, you have to keep a crown from one match to the next. Like you have to get 2 in a row basically, and 3 and 4 and 5, you know, like that. And we ended up getting like 12 in a row. It was a long session. We had a great time though. Anyway, I don't think I could get the time off for the cruise, but I'm bummed, but waiting anxiously for the next event. Well, Brittany, there's stuff going on in the works. Just stay tuned. You never know what's going to happen next. I don't even know what's going to happen next. There are talks for more things coming in the future. We will see what happens from day to day, right? Brittany, if you spend a little time in Washington before you cruise, Mom, Bobby, and I want to fly in and say hi. We won't be spending very much time in Washington. I think it's like a day before we actually jump on the actual cruise itself. So I don't know the full logistics of how that's going to work and all the things. So we'll keep you posted, but I can't guarantee that Becca and I will have availability either before or after. Yeah. Only 15 yards. I know. But that was the stripe. I had to get that. So anyways, let's see. Katie, yes, I made a Biani bag and my mild arthritis was bugging me. That thing helps. I am so glad to hear that. Also, Katie, tell me in the chat, were you able to use your FSA, HSA account for that? Because I know that she was asking before, like when it went live, she was like, can I use my FSA, HSA? And per the website, it says it does, but I don't know if it does. I'm interested to see if she actually used her account to do that. So anywho, if you're interested in the hand massager, go back to last week's video. The links are in the description, and you can use the discount code. So, excuse me. Getting so excited I got choked up. Oh my gosh. Flicky Chicky says she got a whole bolt of every gray work. Well, aren't you fancy? I can see why. It's a really good collection. So, all right. Here we are 20 minutes in and finally getting into the project. Sorry, everyone. This is our coffee time to chat. I don't know why I'm apologizing. This is our coffee time to chat and say hello and all that kind of stuff. All right, what are we doing today? We're doing this. We're doing we're working on frosted. We have put all of the blocks together. Yes, I did get all the blocks finished. Funny story, as I say, we're actually going to get to the project and then jump into another story time. I was working yesterday diligently to get everything finished, and I finished all the blocks, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to put these in row order so that way I don't even have to like sit there and think and fuss and whatever. I can just literally grab a stack and go. So I did that. Except I realized as I got through it, I had forgotten to, I had extra leftover squares, and I was like, oh, weird, I must have cut too many squares. Rebecca must have cut too many squares, or like it must have been too many. Oh, well. There weren't too many. Those were actually needed because you see these 4 black stars right here, oops, right here, those 4 right there. Yeah. Those leftovers make those, and I didn't put them together because it uses both backgrounds. It uses the white background and the black background to make that 4 collection of stars. Well, didn't know that and wasn't paying attention. So I ended up, when I finally finished everything, I was like, oh, I gotta make 4 more stars. So I made 4 more stars, and now we have everything. So very good. Everything is good. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Let's see, Pat, good afternoon to all of you wonderful quilters. Good to see you, Pat. Lily says, I don't know how many views you have on your candy pouch video, but I'm singularly responsible for about 20 of them. I want to make them as gifts for the holiday, but I'm slow and need the views. That is okay. That is why it's there. That is why it is a replayable video, so feel free to replay it as many times as you want / need. Yeah, I'm just grateful that you find it helpful, to be completely honest with you. I was worried as I was putting it together. I was so rusty on the tutorial that I was like, is anybody actually going to get any benefit out of this? I don't know. But I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that you are getting benefit out of it and that you are watching it multiple times, because that's definitely it's great. It's great to hear. Susan says, we had fun at our guild retreat until I was leaving a dead battery. Oh no, Susan, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Where did I put my, no, I need to keep this out because I need to put them back on the rows when they're done. So today we're going to be working on putting the rows together. I don't think we're going to have a chance to actually finish the full quilt top, but we will at least get as far as we can on it. And then I'm going to try and maybe finish it during the week. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see. It was definitely Becca, probably. Well, I don't remember what I was talking about 5 seconds ago. Deanna says, I would love to order bolts of gray works. Hey, wait, it's almost Christmas. Merry Christmas to me? ? Hey, you can always ask Santa, right? Santa baby, bring me gray works under the tree for me. Right? That's how that works, totally. Good morning from chilly Arkansas, 7 degrees, 7, or no, or is that Alaska? I bet that's Alaska, aka Alaska. Silly me. Arkansas. What? You know, some of these state. Well, we are just doing all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, I see what I did there. Oh, okay. So we're going to open this seam up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to twist seams a little bit, but you know, it's fine. Again, this isn't going to be entered into any type of show. It's just going to be a lovely quilt that hangs out on my bed. So we're just going to open our seams up and twist them, and that will be that. And it'll be fine. It will be fine. We'll call for jump in the morning. Oh boy. That is why I have AAA. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is not an ad, a sponsor ad, or anything like that. They have no idea that I'm talking about them, but there is a reason why I have AAA. In fact, I had AAA, and when I had my Ford Fusion, the battery died. And I was like, all right, well, I will call AAA. And so I did. I called AAA, and I'm like, they have a mobile battery person that comes to you and changes the battery for you. And I was like, oh, this is great. And he got there, and he's like, I don't have the right size battery for you. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? They didn't have the right size battery. So I had to, thankfully the service shop was only like a 15-minute drive from my apartment. It wasn't very far at all. It was actually maybe more like 10 now that I'm thinking about it. But anywho, long story short, he was able to jump me and I was able to get to the service shop for them to take care of the battery and get it done. But it was annoying because, you know, that's why I had AAA. I was like, oh, they can just change it here. By the way, if you've never had a Ford Fusion or seen the engine on it, the battery is stupid. I don't know why they engineered it the way that they did. The battery is like hidden and like half covered, and you have to take a whole bunch of stuff out of the way. It's dumb. It was dumb. You couldn't even get to the negative connector because it was literally like under that windshield area. So it was really frustrating. But they got it taken care of, so that's all that matters. People mix up Arkansas and Alaska all the time. I bet they do. I bet they do, Brittany. I don't know why my brain immediately went to Alaska, but it did. Or to Arkansas, but that's what I saw. Working on Christmas ornaments today. That sounds fun, Melissa. Also talking about the Cutterpillar thing, if you've been like trying to hint to your partner, your spouse, your kids, whoever, you can just like send them the link and be like, hello, here's some ideas for you. And they'll be like, thanks. Thanks. But hey, maybe you'll get something you'll actually like instead of the Wine of the Month Club, or I don't know, Jam of the Month Club. My mom's battery is in the trunk. What? She got junk in the trunk? Goodness gracious. I got BCAA, which is the same as AAA because I drive an older vehicle. Then you never know something's going to go wrong. It's true. I'm like, you never know when something's going to go wrong, and my car was getting to the point where I was getting really worried about it. I actually got AAA when I moved out of mom's house because you know, I didn't have her to rely on at that point as much because, you know, I wasn't in the house anymore. So I was worried I was going to need more assistance and all that for car issues. And so that's why I got AAA, and I'm really glad that I did. I haven't used it all that much, and I hope that I don't have to. It's one of those things that you are glad to have when you need it, but hope that you never use it type situation. So I'm glad to have it. I just hope that I don't have to use it. But it's nice. It's that nice reassurance to have. So if you choose AAA, let them know that Ian sent. They have no idea who I am. They're like, who are you? Let's see. That was how my Volkswagen Beetle was. My dad told me it's because they didn't want people who didn't know what they were doing jumping in them and burning out the computers in the car like that. Interesting. Yeah, my friend in high school, she had a pink Volkswagen Beetle, an old pink Volkswagen Beetle, like old. And her battery and her engine and everything were in the back, so it was funny. She ended up having to sell it because it kind of like fell apart on her. She literally had to like zip tie the accelerator because it fell off, so her parents made her sell it after that happened, which is a shame because like it fit her perfectly, her personality and everything. It was like, oh man, they made you sell it? Why? It was so perfect for you. And she's like, I know, but like safety. And it's like, yeah, okay, fair. Okay, fair. I used AAA last week, says Norma, dead battery. I have had AAA almost 50 years. Miss the TripBix and travel books. I have, let's see, have I used any of their travel perks? I don't think I always look at their travel stuff, but I don't think I've ever used any of their travel stuff before. The place that could come jump closest to the same time that I found my battery was dead, they were closed today, so in the morning. Fair enough. Fair enough. Trying to get my seams lined up. Question, do you not get free roadside assistance from your car manufacturer when you get a new car? I don't know, to be completely honest with you. I don't know for sure if I do or do not. It's probably in my paperwork somewhere, that answer. However, I already had AAA and I chose to continue with AAA because even after that, if there was something like that on my new car, I just chose, I'm just going to stick with AAA because even long after that is finished, I will have AAA, right? Like, does that make sense? I could have gotten it through my mobile carrier. My mobile carrier has roadside assistance too, but I'm happy with AAA, so I always cancel that whenever they try to offer it to me or anything like that. Let's see. Oh no, I know my Subaru came with it in Canada for the duration of the warranty. It's possible. I know I got, what's that thing called? OnStar? I think it's called OnStar. I have OnStar in my car. So if I, need something, I can always call them. But again, I have AAA as well. So like, I did accidentally hit the button one time. I was reaching up and I accidentally hit the call button. And thankfully I was able to, it's like a telephone. It like rings. And thankfully I was able to stop it before it actually went to an actual person. But I was like, oh no, 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 no. And of course, my sewing machine, fabrics, blocks, patterns are in my car. Oh no. You can still get in your car though, even if a dead battery, because we all have the key fobs now. There is still ways to get into your car without using the key fob. Some cars you have to like there's a key in your key fob and you have to like stick it in a little hole. That sounds really bad, but there's a little notch that you can put your key in and it'll pop something off, and then you can put the key in the door. And I don't know. Usually there's ways to get into a car besides the key fob, so. I don't buy new cars, and if I wanted roadside assistance, I had to pay for it either through insurance or third party. Those boost jumpers are great to keep in your car. They are good for a couple of jumps before recharging. Saved measurable time, I think is what that says. Yeah, I've thought about getting one of those. I saw one, I actually saw one on TikTok, and I was like, oh, it might not be a bad idea to get that. But I just haven't. They're not terribly expensive. It's really not. It's not terribly expensive, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll get one of those. There's an actual key to the car with an actual key lock for when battery is dead. It might be hidden. Exactly, Laura. Exactly. I know on my Fusion, there was a spot on my handle where because I had the key ignition, and mine opened like a switchblade, and I had to open up the key, and then there was a slot that you would stick the key into, and it would pop a cover off, and then it would reveal the actual unlock or the lock itself, and then you could stick the key in and lock it or unlock it that way. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. So, let's see. The crafty Puerto Rican, excuse me, is asking, "What is Cutterpillar?" I'm on the quilting world. I'm assuming you meant you're new to the quilting world. So, Cutterpillar has a whole bunch of products. They're known for their paper cutters and stuff like that. That's why they're called Cutterpillars, because they were like paper crafting and stuff like that. They still do paper crafting, but they have ventured into the world of sewing and quilting and all that kind of stuff. So they sell all types of fun stuff, including, I have it right back here actually. Oops. So they have this wonderful bag for their products that I own. As I sit here. So I have my, let's see if I can do this without dropping everything onto the floor. It's probably not going to work very well, but so on this side, I'm looking at my monitor to make sure y'all can see everything. On this side, I have my light board. So this is their, mini light board? So this is their smaller light board, travel light board, whatever you want to call it. It uses cord. It's not battery operated. You do need a cord for this one. But this is really good for travel. So if you need to do some light board work, so if you're doing like FPP or something like that, that's available to you. So there's a light board. And then I love this case. I love this like portfolio because it also has room for my mini flip and fold. So this is a flip and fold 36. This is their mini version of their cutting mat. So this folds out into big. Does it actually say how big it gets? It gets big. It gets really big. That's what he said. 36 by 24. So this is 36 by 24 cutting mat. So this is really good to take on the road to different events. So if you're doing a, oh, there's a little strap in there. I just noticed that. You could put a stylus or some like pen or something like that. So if you're on the road and want to go to a sewing retreat or something like that, I like this a lot for that because it's all fits very nicely into its own little package portfolio thing. I don't know what to call it. My brain is just not awake today. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Anywho, so there's a whole bunch of different products. That's just one of them. They have a sewing machine light that you can attach to your sewing machine. There's a whole bunch of different products. Check out their website. If you go to the link on my website, it will actually take you to the Cutterpillar website, and then any purchases that you make off of their website will give me a small commission. But wait until the 3rd. Wait until the 3rd, and we'll have live demos on products and stuff like that. So, let's see. My last car had to pop off oh, we already talked about that? Yep. My mom's key was hidden in the fob, and the key lock was hidden in the door handle. Still had to crawl through the car and open the emergency exit to open the trunk to reach her battery. Goodness gracious. I need that bag for my mat and my board. Is that bag new? No, it is not actually. That bag has been around for about a year, I think it was. I think it just came out last year when I partnered up with, or no, it was earlier this year. Yeah, earlier this year when I partnered up with Cutterpillar, that bag came out then. It looks like a laptop bag. It does, doesn't it? It does. The little Flexi light is a game changer for extra light on your machine. That is one of my favorite products from them. I'm going to be completely honest with you. That is one of my favorite products from them. I love the mini flex light. It is so incredibly helpful, and yeah, I love it. I really do. So, yep, that is one of my favorite products, and I will definitely be talking to them about featuring it again this year because it's worth it. It's so worth it. Oh, why am I doing it that way? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, let's iron these seams. Let's do it, you know, from the front instead of going through the back. Stop it. Stop it. I heard all of you. I heard it. I heard the collective. But yeah, so check in on Puerto Rican Crafter. Check in on December 3rd. I have it on my website, that a placeholder for that. But keep checking back on my YouTube channel. I can't remember if I actually put a placeholder for that up yet or not. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern, or was it 8? It's either 7 or 8 Eastern. So just be on the lookout for a placeholder event if it's not already on YouTube. It's definitely on my website. I definitely remember putting it up on my website, but it may not be here on YouTube just yet. After body, after body, after body, after body. Okay. Stuff that gets stuck in my head, you know? I do know y'all too well, Katie. Absolutely too well. All right, here's our, well, you're not going to see the whole row, but, you know, this is what it looks like when it's all done. You know you're doing it right when it's, you know, alternating the black background and the white background. So, let me stick my label back on it. This is my Wonder Clips that have the letters on them, so I can remember which row is which. Yes, there's a placeholder on. Okay, good. I couldn't remember if I'd actually created that or not. I knew I had thought about it. It was one of those situations where I'm like, oh, I need to make a placeholder. And then I got distracted. And I'm like, did I actually make the placeholder, or did I just think about making the placeholder? Glad that I actually did it. All right, we're going to set that back there and move on to the next. I'll definitely wait for the event. You are so welcome. I hope you enjoy the event. They're fun. I like hanging out. Last time they did have some technical issues with their sound. Again, they apologized. They extended the discount. They extended the, you know, everything. So, hey, Adam, good to see you. They like went above and beyond to make sure that everybody was happy and like everything. So, you know, kudos to them for recognizing how how terrible that went and like being like, oof, we are bad. So, you know, it was really nice of them to extend that discount like they did. The blocks are lovely and the colors are great. This is one of my, like, the picture alone, it's going to be a fun quilt, and I can't wait to see it fully developed. It's going to be nice when it's all done. I don't have any winter quilts, like kind of winter themed, so this will be a great quilt to put out during the holidays. I have no Christmas quilts whatsoever. I have 0 Christmas quilts because I just haven't really found a Christmas quilt that I like. So maybe at some point, but... Hi there, Ian. Hey, everyone. Just got here in time to see that stunning Towns star. It's pretty awesome, isn't it, Josh? How are you? How are you, Josh? I'm a sucker for a star block, and I would do a wonky star. Might start off one at a retreat this upcoming weekend. Ooh, that sounds fun, Adam. I have been looking at fabric. I was on the Threaded Lines website the other day. They still have some gray work in stock, and their true colors is what I'm looking at, because I would love to. I've put together a atomic starburst. Well, I'm working on an atomic starburst that features a whole bunch of different Tula prints, and I would like to like actually put that one together. I do have all of the diamonds, the pattern fabric for the diamonds, like collected. So I actually just need to do the empty spaces and everything. It takes a lot of fabric. It takes a lot of fabric. It needs 4 yards of the of some of the fabrics. So I need to like order that, but it's been sitting in my cart because I'm like, is there any other gray work that I want to have on hand? So I've been waiting for my paycheck to come in, and also for like, do I want to buy any extra fabric besides the 4 yards for that? Hey, good to see you, Todd. Todd's in the chat, the Bear Quilter. Good to see you, Todd. Hope you're doing well today. Deb, hi, home from night shift. It was a very busy shift. Didn't get to watch much of Donna's live. Inconsiderate patience. Oh, goodness gracious. So, Ian, have you finished making all the star blocks? Obviously, icy. Yes, I did. Funny story. We actually talked about this at the start of the broadcast. I was like putting all of them in order and realized that I was missing 4 blocks and had leftover squares that I was like, oh, that's where that goes. So I had to really quickly yesterday finish out the last 4 blocks. But yes, I did get it. Hello, Kathy. Good to see you. Hi everyone from Texas. Hello, Esmeralda. Good to see you. So not all of my seams are going to be lined up. They're off by a couple of millimeters, and who freaking cares? It is totally fine. This is going to be a utilitarian quilt. Utilitarian? Is that right? Utilization quilt, whatever you want to call it. It will be used. It will be loved. So who cares if it is a couple centimeters off? It doesn't matter. I'm trying to line up everything as best as I can, but there's going to be a little wobble in it. There's going to be a little inconsistency to it. That's fine. That is fine. No big deal at all. I already spent my next paycheck on apparel fabric. No buying for me anytime soon. Jonathan, that still sounds like you are doing good with what you got. So, there you go. Let's see. Everybody's having fun chatting in the chat. Chatting in the chat. Chatting in the chat. Open this up. Becca and I yesterday had a great time. We talked to Carrie. She is, what is her username? Chickadee Quilts, I believe. I may be wrong. I'll have to go back and look. But she does TikTok lives from 4:30 in the morning her time, from 4:30 to 6:30. She's in Arizona. But we sat down and talked with her for the podcast. So in a couple of weeks, that episode will be coming out. This past week, we had Amy Dement from, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, on the podcast as well. It was great sitting down and talking with her. We had a great conversation. A lot of you had a lot of positive things to say about that episode. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure to go check it out. In fact, I will drop a link right in the chat right now so you can go check it out. But that was a great episode, lots of fun. And then Adam is coming up soon. He's so not this week, but the following week we'll have Adam on the broadcast. Becca wasn't with me for that one, so it's just me and Adam chatting on that episode. But I still think it was a good episode, and we had lots of fun chatting about everything. So look for that episode, not this week, but next week. I opened a So Yeah last night. I didn't buy the $55 108 and a couple others. They were so tempting. I did, I forgot about the 108s from Grayworks, and I'm like, oh, do I need to buy that too? Because I will be doing some quilts with Graywork. So I'm like, ooh, do I need to get some of that 108 for the backing for Graywork? But we'll see. We will definitely see. Your podcast with Amy was great fun. I'm so glad to hear that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed that episode a lot. It was was a very fun episode. I'm a little biased, but you know, because you know it is our podcast, so I am a little biased about it. But I thought it was a great conversation. We talked about a lot of great things. So. All right. There we go. I think I got this lined up. Oh, that seam is open. No, it's not. I thought it was open. My bad. So I'm going to arrange it like that. And again, it doesn't matter if they're not perfectly lined up. Ooh, interesting to watch with the hope everything works out for the better. I don't know what I just missed there. I must have missed something, but that feels like I missed something. So, yeah, I hope everything does work out. Been loving yours and Becca's podcast. So glad to hear that. We may be taking a short hiatus over the holiday because, you know, we're going to be at Disney World. We've got the holidays, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on this time of year. So we may be skipping like 1 or 2 episodes so that way we don't feel overwhelmed by everything. I'm working to get Sean, the guy who sews. I don't know if he's in here right now. We've been trying to get him scheduled in. We had a day scheduled, and then Becca wasn't feeling well. It was right before she got that golf ball on her neck. So right like the day before, we were going to talk with Sean, and she was not feeling well. So we were going to reschedule. We have a date penciled in, and we will be getting him on the podcast at some point. So just be on the lookout for that too. Let's see. Ian has had the unfortunate privilege of seeing me complain. Oh, yeah. I know what we're talking about now. Let's see. Jonathan says, I will be sewing dresses until next year. Awesome. Can't wait to see those. Those are going to be fun. Are they fun fabrics? And hey, it's good to take a break from your cursed quilt, right? Oh, and I managed to get my hands on the Sew Steady from D-Stash for my Tula Series 7's Game Changer compared to the stupid table it came with. It is not the best table that it comes with, that's for sure. Remember to fold in half. What am I folding in half? If you're talking about myself, I can't do that. My belly blocks the way. I don't know. That was so dumb. Ian, silly. All right, which way did I press this block? Well, I tried to press it that way. This one didn't seem to want to go that way. I just looked at the back side here, and it's like all over the place. I'm going to push that way. So let's see. Hi, Spider. How are you? Okay, so we pressed it. Okay, so now I need to start from this end, I believe. And press it that way. Ugh, this headache. Ugh. I might go I have one of those, like eye massager things. It looks like I'm from the year 3000 or something, but it's nice because it like has airbags. It's kind of similar to that hand massager, except it goes over your face, and I may put that on after we get off live stream. I may be like, oh, I can't use it on live stream because I can't see what I'm doing. Otherwise, this live stream just becomes like me sitting in the chair going like, And that is not fun content to watch. Well, maybe for somebody, but not y'all. Somebody might want to watch that on OF, or I don't know. That's weird. All right, moving on. I think my headache is making me a little... It's making my filter not work as well. It's making my filter just kind of non-existent. Oh boy. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? So, I purchased something from Michael's. I went to, well, I found it on their website first. They have this really cool Christmas collection. Y'all know I'm not a huge fan of Christmas. It's not my favorite holiday. It's fine. It's just whatever. It's sitting off camera right now. I actually have it just off camera. Y'all can't see it, but I'm kind of excited to put it out. It's gonna go back in my background somewhere at some point. Kind of love it. Like, it's one of the few Christmas things that I'm like, oh, I kind of love this. I kind of actually love this a lot. So it's going to go into my background as we get closer to, you know, Christmas and all that. After Thanksgiving is my rule. I always wait until after Thanksgiving. But that will be a part of my background at some point. And Katie gave me something. Katie with an E gave me something. That I am excited to put in my background as well. She knows exactly what I'm talking about, and y'all will just have to wait. Such a teasian, I know. I know. Adam says, I had a migraine this afternoon. I was driving past McDonald's and got a burger and fries and a Coke, and it really does help work to get rid of the headache. I heard, but never tried it. Maybe I should go to McDonald's after this. I shook my head a little too hard. An unfiltered Ian, that sounds like something I'd pay to see. I mean, there will be no starting of the OF. I will say that. There is no OF that will be coming anytime soon, for sure. Yikes, no one wants to see that. They'd probably pay for me to put my clothes back on. All right, we're done. We're done. We're stuck. If you're going to be on the cruise, you're definitely going to see the unfiltered Ian, I feel like, at some point. Because, you know, we do have the drink package, so I feel like the unfiltered Ian will come out at some point. Give me a good margarita and I'll be happy. I definitely put this the wrong way, but that's okay. That's okay. Becca invited me, her family and Mary, they were all going out to a Mexican restaurant. And Becca invited me to join them, so I went with them. And Becca ordered, what was it, a strawberry margarita? I think it was a strawberry margarita. And she took like 2 sips of it, and she's like, nope, So she's like, do you want some of this? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I took a couple of sips of it. I didn't even hardly make a dent in it, but I was like, oh, I remember margaritas. They're so good. I haven't had a drink in forever, and you know, I only needed a couple of sips, and I was done. But I was like, oh, I'm definitely getting a margarita on the cruise. Yes, I know we're going to be in Alaska. Yes, I know it is not margarita territory, but margaritas are good. Margaritas are very yummy. I would say that drinks a lot of water, but you already do. I do drink a lot of water. I really do. I do drink a lot of water. And I just recently found, again, non-sponsored. They have no idea I'm talking about them, but I have trouble drinking a lot of water because it's like, if it's unflavored, water is, like, I have to force myself to drink it, right? So I do put flavoring into my water, and I found some water flavor packets that are Skittle flavored. And I'm like, oh, these are good. I like them. I like them. I have cherry in my water right now, and they're very yummy. Very, very yummy. It's the sugar and the carbs. Would drunk Ian be less likely to trip and fall? I don't know, to be completely honest with you. I've told the story before, but when I was in Scotland, my Airbnb hosts took me to the local pub, and I forgot that their beer is much stronger than our beer over here. And I definitely got very tipsy. And I just remember walking through the streets of that was Glasgow. I was walking through the streets, and I'm like, you've got to stay upright. You've got to stay upright. And I like had to focus all my energy on like putting one foot in front of the other. It's like I probably look drunk as hell, but it was fine. It was a fun trip though. It was really fun. Enjoyed it a lot. Todd says he loves the Skittles flavored water. Oh. I hope I muted in time. Woo! Goodness gracious. That was a loud one. I hope I hit the mute button in time for that. I felt it coming on. I'm like, oh, I gotta mute, gotta mute. But no, it was a good time. Oh my gosh, Holly, you're hilarious. Oh, which Mexican restaurant? I love a good Mexican restaurant, hard to find around here. It was, what was that, Don Julio's? Is that what it's called? I think it was Don Julio's. I think that was the name of it. I don't remember, to be completely honest with you. We had those back in Dallas Fort Worth, so I'm pretty sure it was Don Julio's. Yeah, that sounds right. It's the one that has the chocolate piñata, whoever they are. That's the one it was. We didn't get the chocolate piñata. We were full from chips and everything else. Holly says, "Oh, I'm missing your comment. I missed it. Dang it. I missed your comment, Holly. Hold on. I want to go back to it because it was funny, and I just got to scroll up. Hold on. Taste the rainbow, right? It's true. Where's my cursor? Oops, that's not the button I wanted. Oop. Holly said, where'd it go? Holly said there should be an OF, only unfiltered Ian fans, and I don't mean naked physical sense, more like just verbally, where you can make all the bad jokes and say all the weird things that pop into your mind. That would be scary, I feel like. I feel like that would be scary and maybe like worse than what OF is. I don't know. Intended for? I don't know. I was craving Olive Garden so bad last night, but it was busy and I had to sit at the bar. The apple Moscato sangria was delicious and I drank too many. I haven't been to an Olive Garden in forever. Yes, I know Olive Garden is like terribly American Italian, but the breadsticks, oh my god, they're so good. Oh. We would do, for my chosen family, we would do family gatherings for birthdays and stuff like that. And somebody would always buy just breadsticks. They would just buy the breadsticks because you can order them either baked or unbaked. And we would order the unbaked ones and bake them at the house for the birthdays and the celebrations and Christmas and all the things. Sorry, my nose is running a little bit. But somebody would always volunteer to buy, 5 billion dozens of those breadsticks because they would be gone in a flash. We all like the breadsticks. Savannah says, a friend of mine drank too many pints of cider in Ireland and ended up falling asleep on the train home. She woke up with seagulls screeching and realized she was on the coast. Had a good laugh. Oh my. Thankfully, I did not black out. I slept really well that night in bed, in my bed that I, rented for the night at the Airbnb or for the time that I was there. So yeah, didn't black out. I've never had that much. I've never had so much that I blacked out. People always describe that to me, and I'm like, yep, never done that. Always am fully aware and in control of everything, but don't get behind the wheel and stuff like that. Excuse me, everyone. Have you had your blood sugar levels done lately? Could be a headache from too much sugar, and also could be a balance issue. I have not, actually. I have not had that recently. It could be. I have the feeling I know what it is. I think it's partly because of lack of sleep. I may have gone to bed at like 4 a.m. last night. So there's that. So I think I know what it is, but just trying to, level things out today. But good thought for sure. Janet says, I have I'm not even going to try that. Migraines, I take B12, B2 magnesium, and chug Gatorades. I'm also on 2 meds, but over-the-counter B2, B12, and Gatorade is recommended by my neuro. Good thought. I do already take, I think it's B12. I already take B12 every day. Because my doctor told me I don't get enough B vitamin. So I take B vitamin supplements. Deborah's here and says, hello everyone, enjoying the rain days because it's so very much needed. It will be wonderful to see a green landscape. I bet it will be. Think I might have to get up in a second and blow my nose because I don't want y'all to have to hear me. Esmeralda, fold the rose in half. I did. They're back there, folded in half. Oh, I bet you mean like hold it up to the camera, fold it in half. Oh, that makes sense. Breadsticks are unlimited food. Nachos also fall into the unlimited category, right? Unlimited nachos? Sign me up. Taco Bell. Ian, me too, wondering why we were up way past last night. Maybe my sinuses. I know why I was up far too late. I was playing Fortnite. That's what happened. I looked up at the clock at like 10:30, and then the next time I looked up, it was 3:30, and I was like, what the hell happened? Where did that time go? Love Loathingly says, I went to bed at 3 a.m. Ian, definitely drink a liquid IV with like double the water that they ask and feel so much better. I love using Spindrifts and mixing it in liquid IV in my Yeti. What is a Spindrift you were speaking of? I think that's how you pronounce that. Todd says, okay, my lunch break is over. I have to get back to work and try to catch up now. I have this loaner that works well. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you so much, Todd. It was great to have you pop in and say hello to everyone. Thanks for being here. If you're going to be at QuiltCon, Todd is going to have some pretty awesome stickers. I've seen what they're going to look like, so I think everybody's going to really like his stickers this year. I need to check this seam before I press this one. Yes, to show the camera. Okay, got it. Got it. I don't know why I keep forgetting about that. I'm like, dude, you could fold it in half and show the camera that way. I will do it this time. Let's see, how badly... Oh, I didn't miss anything. Okay, we're good. We're good. We didn't miss anything at all. Great. I was worried about that seam. Okay, guys, I apologize. I'm going to go blow my nose really quick, so give me just a quick second, and we'll be back in just a moment. I am back. Glad I did that off camera too. It's my nose is a little bloody. I think I need to use some like moisturizer up there. Josh, I'm not under the weather. That sneeze like dislodged a whole bunch of snot. So I also think I've been doing a lot of cutting in here. And I feel like there's been I'm noticing on my rainbow plate on here that it gets really dusty. The top of my machine gets really dusty. I don't think I realize like how much dust gets stirred up in here as I'm working with fabric. So I think that's what it is, to be completely honest with y'all. I think it's just super dusty, and like the weather it's very blustery here today. There's a red flag warning here in Northern Virginia today, so I feel like that's probably blowing around a lot of dust and stuff like that. So I think it's a combination of several things. My ears are a little itchy. I know when I was living in Dallas-Fort Worth, spring and fall were always like super allergy season for me, and although I don't get allergies as bad here, I still get them. So I think the combination of all the things is what's causing that. But I'll keep an eye and monitor my, symptoms and see if they improve or, whatever. All right, there we go. This is the start of the row, I believe. The fabric dust is real. My sewing areas is way dustier than the rest of my condo. It is true. I'm sorry, Zaza. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you TMI. It just was a little surprising to me. I was like, oh, okay, well, good to know. Anywho, all right, so here is... There's the start of the row. And here is the end of the row. So, there you go. Yeah, Laura, exactly. The change of the season also change of season is also sick people season. My allergies are always bad. It is true. Like anytime the seasons are changing, my allergies are just terrible. You sound very Vicky, this is not very congested at all. This is not congested hardly at all, to be completely honest with you. Maybe this reason for the headache. It may be the reason for the headache as well as like sinus pressure and all that kind of stuff. So it could be that as well. The only quilted stuff I bought along is batting, and tempted to make a bunch of cup cozies, and now covered in Sharpie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Brittany. Exactly, Josh. He says, hang in there. Dry, dusty conditions. It's all a recipe for sniffles and headaches. True story. True story. Whew. All right, so started off with a black background, so we start this one off with a white background. Definitely lungy season? I'm sorry, what? Lungy season? That's a new one to me. Is that some kind of Scottish slang that I don't know about? Apparently. Got some Scottish slang in the chat. That is a terrible Scottish accent, and I'm pretty sure Zaza will smack me over the head the moment she sees me at QuiltCon next year. How dare you insult my Scottish ancestors? Does the alternating black and white cover the entire quilt? It does. It does indeed. Oh, that was the other thing. I forgot. So I got a notification. I got a comment from... So some of y'all were saying you were having issues actually downloading the pattern. Which, by the way, the link is in the description of this video. Some people were saying that they weren't able to download the link. Oh, allergy. Okay, all right. That's a new one for me. I've never heard it put that way before. Anywho, some of you were saying that you were having troubles downloading the pattern. I did get a notification. The website that I was using, the storefront that I was using for the free pattern, they actually commented. They left a comment on my video and said that they have pulled the region-specific parameter on their website, so it should be accessible to everybody now. So thank you to them for doing that. I don't remember the name of the storefront that I pulled the link from, but they said that they have fixed the issue. So if you've had trouble getting the download and you weren't able to get it through the Wayback Machine, you might try the link again. It's down in the description of this video, and it's on the past 2 videos. I know it was a terrible accent. I know I can't do accents. It doesn't work. I don't know why I try, but it makes people laugh, so that's why. But like I said, if you're having trouble accessing the pattern and haven't been able to get it through the Wayback Machine, try again, see if it gets you through, because they did pull region-specific exclusions, I guess is what it's called, from their website. So I hope that helps. Illness due to cold or flu? Well, I certainly hope it's neither of those. Although I'd rather get it out of the way and done with now before I go on vacation. But let's hope that's not the case. The chemicals in fabric typically trigger my asthma, especially when I'm ironing them. Interesting. I did not know that, Tabitha. Didn't know that it could affect some people's asthma. Can I do Adam's accent? No, I cannot. I cannot. My question is, can Adam do an American accent? I feel like we have tested, I feel like Becca and I have tested him on that before, but I can't remember. Did we do that during, did that happen during the podcast? I don't know. Anyways. Hey, behave. Adam, by the way, I did order that piece from Banana Jeff. Oh my God. Banana Joe is in the chat. Bernina Jeff is the website. I did order that piece from Bernina Jeff, so we'll see if that helps. Oh, I see why. It got wrapped around my needle. That's why. And I am using the smaller spool cap up here, if you hadn't noticed. Seems to help. It's not 100% perfect. I did have it give me the error a couple of times yesterday, but it's at least better. Praying that you don't get sick before vacation. Thank you. Me too. Me too. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. I'm going to rethread that just to make sure. Adam can do an American accent. I don't think I've heard it. If I remember correctly, I feel like I have not heard him do an American accent. I would just need to say, y'all, I bought these pants from the store to sound American. LOL, just kidding. I love the American accent. I think I've told this story on here before. I can't remember. Why are you not picking up the bobbin thread? That's weird. Let's rethread the top, shall we? I was in the Tate Art Museum. Oops. And this high schooler was on her phone. She was on the escalator. We were going down. And she was on her phone. And she said a cuss word. And I looked back and I went, what the hell? She went, oh, you're American. I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, I have the best American accent. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, tell me something to say. Tell me something to say. And I'm like, I want some coffee. And she was like, I want some coffee. I was like, oh. She's like, was that good? And I'm like, keep working on it. What are you doing? What is going on? Oh, that would be, well, that's a problem. That's a problem. Let's clean that up, shall we? I find it funny when people out on a British accent because they either sound like the Queens or Oliver Twist. That's pretty much what I sound like. That is exactly what I sound like, you know, Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some ore? Oh, the Queen. Hello! I'm the Queen of England. Suzanne, excuse me, says, I put a British accent morphs into an Irish one too often, too easily. Can do a decent Scottish accent, according to Nathan, a friend from Scotland. I had, where did my, oh, here they are. I had some, like, cutoffs so I can test to make sure that this is working the way it needs to be working. You are acting all kinds of funny. Let's get you figured out. Yeah, why are you doing that? May just need to clean it out a little bit. Oh, hi. Well, that would be why, wouldn't it? Oh, hello there. Got all kinds of junk coming out. There's a whole freaking bird's nest in there. Excuse me, everyone. I'm going to get down on the floor for just a second to get on eye level with my bobbin area. Let's see if I can clean it. Oh my goodness. Hello, dust bunnies. Hello, dust bunnies. No wonder it was giving me issues, because goodness gracious, there is a lot going on in here. Let's see here. Let's clean this out a little bit. The dust bunnies are rampant in here. Let's see. I think I'm going to have to take my throat plate off. I may even have to take, hold on. I'm going to pull out my thingamajig. Oh, I see. Well, that would be a good reason, huh? I don't even know. Can you see what's going on over here? No, I'm just on the floor. That's all you see is me on the floor. There's a thread. It got wrapped around. Oh, it sure did, didn't it? Oh, man. It got real wrapped around on the inside. I had to take the bobbin casing area out and all kinds of things. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, hi, there's a dust bunny back there, too. We'll do some deep cleaning on live stream. Gosh, you can't just, like, let me sew. Has to do everything while I'm on live stream. I can't see your comments right now. I'm sorry, everyone. Can't see the monitor. It's too high up at the moment for me to see anything. But we'll get this all cleaned up. Get that out. I just got some. Oh, there we go. All right. Cleaned all that up. Gee whiz, is it all kinds of dust bunnied in here. Oh my gosh. Goodness. See, this is why machine maintenance is so freaking important. You should always take the time to do some machine maintenance. Make sure to clean everything out. Don't use canned air though. Don't use that canned air. There we go. All right. A little bit more over here. You can definitely tell my machine is very well loved. It is a very well loved and very utilized machine, right? Let's see. I just need this one little piece. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. That's better. All right, let's put it all back together now. By the way, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. All that. Look at all that. That all just came out of my machine. That all just came out. So this is your reminder to get down on the floor and clean your machine. Let's put that right there. We got to pop this back up. Lock that into place. And then we take this. I don't want to oil it at this moment. I don't want to oil it at this moment because it's not good to oil a machine right before you are letting it sit. So I will put the oil bottle on my machine tonight to make sure that the next time I go to use my machine, I am going to oil it because it probably needs some oil. But I don't want to do it right now because we're about 30 minutes to the end. There we go. All right. All right. Let's see if this works better. Probably will make a world of difference now. There we go. There we go. That's better. We had to get some bird nesting out of the way. But we are back in business. Perfect. All right. No kidding, Laura. This is your reminder to clean the lint out of your machine. Goodness gracious. That was a lot in there, huh? My machine went in for annual spa day since I'm traveling. Awesome, Brittany. Good job. Probably should do that more frequently. I just don't think about it. I just don't think about it, right? Like we get so busy with life and everything else, and probably do that more frequently. My machine, oh wait, I already said that one. Well, that was the first. I just started watching and could only see the top of your head and thought, oh no, did he fall? No, I had to fix my machine is what happened. I had to fix my machine because it was giving me some problems and had a whole bunch of lint and dust in there. So I had to sit down on the floor since my bobbin area is below the top here. It just makes it easier to get to everything. So did not fall, I promise. Needed to get down there to see everything and fix everything. That's what happened. You need to see everything and fix everything on the floor. Hello, June. Good to see you. Also should clean all fans, both ceiling and standard fans. Yup. This is also a really good time to do that as well. I don't have any fans in here, nor do I have only fans. Oh boy. Actually, I should have done this one. Mine is overdue for maintenance, so I gave it an extra good cleaning and oiled it all the bits a couple of weeks ago. Good for you. Good for you, Layla. I took mine earlier in the year to, Layla understands this because she lives in the area. I took my Bernina into Artistic Artifacts, I think is the name of it. They're a Bernina dealer, so they know how to maintenance machines. So I took it to them. I know that Burgers also does maintenance, but I really like to take my machines to certified Bernina places. Nothing wrong with Burgers. Just wanted to take it to the official licensed place to get it done. So I took it there and got it done, and we'll be doing that again next year. I do miss Sewed Up Bernina. They would get my machine back in like a couple of days. Yeah, he did get on the floor voluntarily. Exactly, Bobby. Exactly correct. Got on the floor voluntarily this time. I think I'm going to go hop off. Going to go get some backing for my quilt for my 5-year-old made this morning. Bye, everyone. Have a great week. You too, Savannah. Thanks for being here. Savannah Banana. Savannah Banana. Organic bananas. I really cleaned my Juki yesterday and gave it a little oil. She really liked it. I had been using a lot during the retreat. It's important to do that maintenance. It's really important. If you use your machine more than just a casual user, you really should get it professionally maintained once a year. It's important to do that. And it's very, very good to do that, although it can be expensive, and I get it. But at the very least, you need to be cleaning out all the gunk. You need to be cleaning and oiling and all that. You can get all sorts of, I'm going to do a video tutorial on how to make this little pouch. I've made pouches like this on my channel before, but this is my maintenance pouch. So I've got some brushes in there. You can find these, big box retailers, but I have, mascara brushes and other, makeup brushes and stuff in there. And that can really help with cleaning. So I have a little pouch dedicated to cleaning supplies, and that way, you know, it's all in reach, and I can just grab it and put it all together. Auntie L says, I'm tardy to the party. I had to pick up some groceries. My sister had surgery and is staying with me now to recover. Well, it's very nice of you to take care of her while she recovers, and I hope that her recovery goes quickly. Zaza says, I don't understand why people don't maintain their machines. They are expensive pieces of equipment. Well, I think a lot of people just like don't think about it, to be honest with you, Zaza. I think a lot of people just don't think about, you know, that it is a piece of machinery and that you should maintenance it, you know, on regular frequencies and stuff like that. So I don't think it's, you know, I think it's just you forget about these things. I definitely have forgotten to clean out all the lint and everything. Y'all saw what came out of my machine, and it's been a hot minute since I've sat down on the floor and actually cleaned everything out. So I don't know. Love the color of your quilt. Thank you, Bonnie. Love how this is going to come out. It's going to be so good when it's all said and done. It is windy here too, Auntie Carol. It's very windy here. I'm glad my robot vacuum comes in here on, I set my vacuum very early in the morning, so at like 3 a.m. my vacuum does a full cleaning of my apartment from in here, the living room, all the way to the kitchen. It doesn't do my bedroom because I'm sleeping. I don't want to be bothered by it doing all that in my bedroom at 3 a.m. But it's nice to have it run. Let's see, that's headed towards that, so this goes away from it. It's nice to have it done while I'm sleeping, and you know, it cleans, it mops, it does all the things. And then that way, Monday morning, I wake up to a completely cleaned apartment. And it's nice. Wait, is this one, am I doing this the right way? Hold on, I may be doing this the wrong way. Towards the, oh yeah, I'm doing it wrong. I gotta flip it around, my bad. Flip it around, flip it around. We're gonna start off with my letter this way. There we go, all right, let's press this. Really ready for this headache to go away. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but I am really ready for this headache to go away. Alrighty, there's the last block. Did it do what I wanted it to do? Not exactly. It kind of, I pressed it already, so it's not wanting to go the other way. Because it's like, no, you've already pressed me one way. I don't want to go the other way. All right, let's show this off to everyone. I have a rule that every third bob maximum, I completely clean the outside of my machine. I will say that it's never been into the shop, and I've now had it 8 years, but it is 40 plus years old. I think there's also something to be said for like the old mechanical machines. Like they tend to be workhorses, if that makes sense. Auntie Carol says the pattern download. Wait, the pattern download allied just no for me. Failed. Oh, just failed for me. Is that from the Wayback Machine or the store? If you haven't gotten it from the Wayback Machine, that might be the way to go, unfortunately. I don't know why. I can't control the store. They said that they unlocked the region, so could be that. I don't know. Anyways, here is this side. We'll flip it around. It's the same stars. It just keeps, the pattern keeps going. There we go. So there you go. There you go. That is row D. So we've done A, B, C, D. I'm gonna go right there. How many more do I have to do? A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 more rows to put together before we complete that quilt top. So I think I am going to end it here. I kind of want to get off live stream so that way I can take another dose of something and maybe drink some Dr. Pepper or something. So I think we're going to end it here. I know I'm leaving y'all about 20 minutes early, but I hope you can forgive me for that. Clicked your link and it opened up the PDF download. Okay, good. Excellent. What fabrics are you using, Ian? These are the, I will show you before I do that. This is the Deco Frost. So these are all Deco Frost from Juicy Juice. Let me hold that to the camera more correctly. There we go. These are all, you can still find this on like Etsy and stuff like that. They are not really, they're out of print. So they're going to be a little more expensive, and they are available on Etsy and a couple other places. I think a couple other websites still have bolts of this fabric available in small amounts, so you might be able to find it there as well. Google's your friend though, for sure. When I Googled this fabric, actually when I was Googling for the pattern, some of the fabrics did pop up as well. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. Everyone's saying, I hope you feel better. Thank you. Have a lovely week, everyone. Thank you. Y'all do as well. I will continue working on this during the week. I don't think we're going to spend another week on this. I feel like y'all are probably getting tired of it. Want to move on to the next project. So probably going to try and work on this during the week and get it finished up. If I do that, I will show off what I've either completed or a finished quilt top next week, so we'll see what happens. Go get a Gatorade. All right, I'll go get a Gatorade. I will go get a Gatorade. Bobby says we all love you. Thank you, Bobby. I love y'all too. Y'all are awesome as always. Thank you guys so much for all the support and everything. Let's see. I can't remember where I got mine from Australia. Deb, I don't know. I feel like you tried to download it and it didn't work, and then it did. So I think that's how that worked, but I don't remember for sure. So anywho, I'm gonna go rest, drink some Gatorade, drink some all sorts of things. I hope you all feel I hope you all feel great. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Back to work tomorrow as always. Monday grind is coming up, but soon vacation, which I can't wait for. Soon several vacations with Thanksgiving, and then of course the Disney trip. So lots of stuff coming up soon. I appreciate that, Bobby. Never too tired of sewing with Ian. I appreciate that very much. All right. Y'all have a great week. We will probably be working on something else next week. I don't know what we're going to work on. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to work on next week, because I don't even know at this point. I don't know what to do. I have fabric over there, and I have projects that need to get done, but I feel uninspired. So leave a comment. Tell me what you want to do. Hope you all have a great week, and I will see you all next weekend. I love each and every one of you. And remember, guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer. Bye, everyone.